I'm Carly here at LuLaRoe Cardigan. I am the sponsor and head of the LuLaRoe Glitter and Grace team, and I absolutely love my glasses and what they stand for. If you want to learn a little bit more, feel free to go ahead and message me. But today I'm here to talk to you about the amazing Carly dress. This is one of the newest pieces for the LuLaRoe collection for women. And it is an amazing dress that has a ton of capabilities and more than just wearing it as a simple t-shirt dress. I have it on today. I have on a small, and I'm just pairing it with some leggings. Earlier I had it on with tights, but I love the layering that you can do with this dress. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you a couple things. Right now I actually have this dress paired with a Cassie skirt, which is right under here. And so one of the things that you can do is pair it with different items to increase the amount that your wardrobe does for you. So it's going to work for you. You don't ever want to buy a piece that's just going to be by itself. So one of the things about the Carly dresses is it has this amazing high-low hemline. If you would like for your wardrobe to kind of do other things, you can add this skirt underneath. It has a little bit of purple. It's just a solid color, and it has a texture. So that allows for just a little bit of a length in the front if you need something for knee length or longer to be at work. So that's one thing you can do, is just pair the Cassie skirt underneath it. I'm just going to pull that back up so it's not a distraction. I have it paired with a necklace here, just a simple pendant, and that makes it pretty just like a statement that you can wear right there. So one of the things that you can add on is a classic tee, and you can just layer that right over the top. We'll get this neckline fixed, and the Carly does have a higher neckline. That just makes it a little bit easier, so you don't have to worry about anything. If you like to be covered up, it's gonna stay put. I would take the classic tee here, if you're going to pair it by layering it over the dress. I would take it and knot it on the side just like this. With this particular t-shirt, I would not roll the sleeves. They are about the same length as the Carly sleeves, so you're not going to need to fix that. But because it has this nice banded sleeve, I would go ahead and just leave it the regular length. You can also take the t-shirt, and instead of tying it on the side, you can take it in the middle and take two pieces, kind of like you're teaching a child how to tie their shoes. You can take it just like that and tie it, just leave it one time, or you can go ahead and do it a second time in the front. Now, the reason I'm pairing this dress particularly with a solid top right now and just this black ringer and the black bands on the sleeve, this to me is more of a medium print. The print is not super large. Let's see, I'll see if I can get an example. Okay. Like this to me is going to be a bigger print. It's about the same size actually. Or let's find the dress I'm looking for. This to me is a large print. There's a big area. This is a little bit smaller with each triangle. I like to pair big prints with smaller and small with big. Medium, you have to have almost micro prints or really, really big prints to pair with it, so it's not too close in size. But that's a little bit of a side note on pattern matching. So I really, really like this. I would definitely wear this combo together. So I love how you can pair the classic tee with so many items also, whether it's layering underneath or over the top. So that's the classic tee. Another shirt that you can pair with the Carly dress is the Irma. Layer it on over the top here. Now the hemline on the Irma and on the Carly are both similar. I'll turn this sideways so you can see. You can see that they both have the high-low hemline, so they're going to be echoing each other there. Now, I put this on before I pulled it to my rack to style it to make sure I liked it, and I do. I love it on together. Another thing that you can do is also pull this up And just like we did with the classic tee, you can take it and just tie a knot in it, and that's going to give you a ruched look here at the middle when you're gathering it, and then that will also pull up in the back, and you can just kind of, you know, set the folds however you want them. So that's one way that I would add your Irma onto the Carly dress. I will show you at the end, but I also, actually I'll just do it right now. This dress comes off and on and off pretty quickly, so, and that way we can take our Cassie skirt off the mannequin also. So this is what I did yesterday, or 2 days ago. I actually layered my Irma underneath. I actually had a black Irma on underneath this dress, and it was awesome because it was kind of a rainy day, and I really liked how having just a little bit longer sleeve length kept me a little warmer without having to add on another layer. So you would end up getting this great color that shows through, or whatever pattern you chose. I know it's a little bit difficult to see. I should put something behind next time, but it's going to be fitting differently once you're wearing it. But then you get an elbow length sleeve through with whatever color you want underneath the Carly. So that is pairing the Irma tunic, which is amazing with the Cassie skirt and leggings and all sorts of things. That's the Irma and the Carly dress. So we'll stick this back on, and I will show you a couple of layering pieces that you can use with this. I also wore the Carly dress with a button-down chambray shirt underneath, and I love that. It was I rolled up the sleeves to elbow length with the little button tab, and then I had the collar through, and that was really, really fun. So to dress it up a little bit, you can take a Lindsay. I really like the Lindsay with the Carly dress because it has this, you know, this great open front. It definitely, I don't really like to wear it full closed like this. You can if you're cold, you know, and wrap it up. You could put a belt on it, but I really like to kind of just make sure that the shoulder seams are on your shoulders. It's very easy to put the Carly or the Lindsay on and have the shoulder seams all the way forward, and that's kind of tweaks the arms. So when you put the Lindsay on, make sure the sleeves or the seams, shoulder seams are on the top of your shoulders. And then the beautiful thing about this is it definitely has the same hemline structure here. So high, low, and that's just really beautiful. If you want to cinch up your waist a little bit underneath, you can just take a belt and you can wear a belt underneath, and that will give you a little bit more shape if you'd like to underneath with this dress, and then the Lindsay definitely just keeps the great flowy shape going. One of the things that I really like to do when wearing a Carly dress is make sure that it's not fitted really tightly under the bust line, and then it usually ends up pulling. I like for it to kind of fall to the end of the bust and go down. So I really recommend wearing whatever size perfect tee you're comfortable in. Wear the size perfect tee that you prefer in the Carly dress. So I prefer a small perfect, so I'm wearing a small Carly. So this is obviously the silhouette with the belt. So I'm going to take that off. I'll show you the belt here in just a second again. Look at this beautiful Sarah cardigan, black and white. I like this one together because it's kind of a bigger print with more white space. So this would definitely be considered a monochromatic outfit. With the Sarah cardigan, you can always take the bottom corners here and just tie them up in little knots. Just changes it up a little bit. So that's the Sarah cardigan with it tied up in knots. You can also roll up the sleeves a little bit if you'd like to. And then, if you want, you can always add a belt over the top of the Sarah. And then the bottom of your Carly is going to be right there at the back. So I'll just pull it a little closer so you can see. So belted, the Sarah has pockets. We'll unbelt it. And so that's the Sarah and the Carly in monochromatic. If you'd like to add a pop of color, we'll go ahead and stick this lady's necklace back on her. Got to add a little sparkle to the outfit. You can add a colored cardigan. This is a beautiful sort of it's sort of a coral Sarah cardigan. Super soft. This heathered look is amazing. This is definitely a little bit more casual than the black and white, but it's very fun. You could wear it to a birthday party, you know, a brunch in the winter time. Just a little bit of a cardigan to keep the chill off. So once again, if you'd like to, you can definitely roll the sleeves up or just push them up. Something that I like to do with the Carly and the Joy, which is so gorgeous, is layer them together. So with this one, I would definitely, if I'm wearing a bright colored cardigan like that, I'm not going to wear a deep saturated Joy. So we're going to put on this white Joy underneath. It's a really amazing stretchy lace vest, gorgeous, handmade, and then you can also, you know, tie this in the front if you like to, or you can go ahead and tie it around the back like a vest. But for today, we're just going to leave it flat and open, and then you can layer, make sure this gets on her shoulders properly, layer the Sarah cardigan over the top, and then this has the lace vest show through in the front, and then depending on what size Sarah you go with, the vest sometimes will be, you know, right there at the bottom of the hemline. So this is a really gorgeous option. Also, I'll kind of just pull it a little closer so you can see. Really fun, like to have the color and the lace, so that adds variety there with your wardrobe. And like I said, you can always just wear the Joy over the Carly by itself. Or if you're wanting to go a little bit more colored with a really gorgeous jewel tone, adding something like this just kind of makes it a little more sophisticated. This would be beautiful with some really sparkly jewelry for a date. I love how the casualness of the graphic print and the lace Joy just kind of work together really well. This definitely dresses it up, and the deep saturation of the teal is a really grown-up, gorgeous color. Another thing that you can also do if you want to show off a little bit more of your dress is just go ahead and take this, tie them up in knots, and so that allows you to see a little bit more of the dress while you still have the lace panel in the back coming out to be, you know, exactly the same length as the hem of your skirt. So that's a really, really fun option as well. I think we got through most of those layering pieces. I did want to show you just a couple different ways. Changing the belt you have is going to change the look. So we'll take the silver necklace off, but here we just kind of have a gold snakeskin belt, and I would actually love the gold snakeskin belt with this dress. It matches this kind of mustard gold perfectly. So, but since this is black and white, we can definitely wear it with a multitude of colors. So I'm going to first put on this gold belt here, and that you can wear higher or lower. I prefer things to sit at the natural waist. I just like how it looks when you have that cinched in waistline. I do love the Carly just naturally and flowy though. So there we have the Carly with the gold belt, and that's just kind of a little bit sparkly, and that would be really fun, you know, to wear. You can see with some gold jewelry. Yes, I have arms on my mannequin. I like the little things that are funny and goofy. So that is the gold belt. I'm going to be able to get it off. New belts are always tricky. They're not broken in yet. I haven't figured out what they're supposed to do. You just want to keep the belt undistracting, like I showed earlier with the Lindsay. Just this matte black belt is a really just kind of plain but still very elegant way of belting your Carly. And then if you want to kind of step outside your box, you can take this studded tonal belt. It has grays and silver and then just a plain silver buckle. I put this on with it and I thought it was really, really fun. And this might actually be even pretty cool if you wanted to wear it down lower. And this necklace is actually called the Rebel Pendant. I actually would stick this necklace back on because it is kind of a little bit funky there. Get rid of this tag. And then with this, I would actually, let's pick a Sarah. Oh, definitely this one right here. This Sarah is definitely a lightweight. You can actually see the dress through the back. So pairing it with this, still monochromatic. You have this studded belt. You could turn it sideways so you could actually even just see the studs, the little buckles. That's a really fun way. And then, like we said earlier, you're able to see, you know, just the bottom and back part of the dress down the back of the Sarah. So I really like this belt and this necklace together with this Carly dress. So if you have any questions or you have a particular item you'd like to see me style, and there's always more ways we could do this, please just go ahead and leave me a comment. I would love to pull out some items and do a new outfit for you, or we can just do a whole series on one of the other styles here in the LuLaRoe collection. It's an amazing garment. Love the Carly dress. I see many more of them in my future. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to leave a comment, but please also join my VIP group and like my business page below. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you are enjoying your new Carly. Get one soon.